Okay. What's going on, family? Real quick, man. I just wanted to say, whew. Oh, well, first, forgive me. I got my red do rag on the chair, so don't mind the red. But yeah, man, I feel good. It's been a while since I went out there and kind of shot some basketball. I was by myself, but it's been a while since I was able to shoot some basketball. I was actually isolated for a good minute, till they start coming with their dog. And one dude came up to the court with a Coca-Cola in his hand and was like, "Hey, you want this Coca-Cola?" I'm like, "Nah." You know what I'm saying? Kind of felt some way. Walked off. But I guess they didn't think that I was gonna be there because I was there for some hours, man, just shooting, just enjoying myself, listening to music. So he came back, sat back by the bench. I moved my bag because he was right there on the bench with my book bag and stuff. I moved that. Uh, my dog kept getting loose. Had to chase my dog all around the park, stuff like that. Uh, but I had a good time, regardless of, uh, there was one little girl walking a golden retriever because, my dog has like a golden type 10 and she had a red shirt. She let her dog loose and the dog kind of bucked on my dog and drank the water out of my dog's bowl. And I'm like, man, get your damn dog away from my dog, man. I'm sorry. Just setups and stuff like that, You know what I mean? And she's a little girl. She got, the red shirt and stuff like that. So whatever scenario they're trying to set up, well, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I had a good time. Could have just did some documentation, but they don't really. They do it in more strategic ways. I see like they used to do it the way that you guys document and stuff, but I don't know. It's like when I pull out the phone, I just have to catch them in the moment. Like when I don't have my phone, or they be on cue. But when I pull out my phone, everything just be played out normally. It took a while for them to start popping up. So I already know if I would have recorded, I would have been recorded for a good minute. But it is good to go isolated places and record yourself. But what I really wanted to say was, don't mind the colors in the background. You know, what I really wanted to say is, it feels good when you get out there and get some cardio going on. It feels good when you break out of that shell. You know what I mean? Because this program can make you very fatigued. Uh, and that's one of my weaknesses: fatigue and laziness. I thought it was sexual energy, like lust. You know what I mean? But after starting to overcome that, you know what I mean? Now I see it's like another elephant in the room that I didn't really notice: fatigue, laziness. Like I do stuff that I have to do, like I have to go to work. You know what I mean? But laziness, like when I'm off, like I just want to lay on the bed. I don't really want to do nothing. That's what the program, it just intensifies, so much. Yeah, so much is weighing heavy on your mind. Uh, it's almost like in Dragon Ball Z when Vegeta was in that gravity training ship, and they upped the gravity and it made it heavier for him to move because the gravity was so intensified. That's like with this program, the same thing. It made Vegeta stronger, but that gravity when he first, you know what I mean? Or when Goku first went to when he first died, he went to that little small planet, Planet Kai, that little small little planet with King Kai, that little blue thing with the little the antennas on his hat. That guy, when he got on that planet, that little small planet, he couldn't move. Apple dropped straight down the ground. It couldn't even pick it up. You know what I mean? That intensified type gravity. Moving in that. And that's what this program does. It kind of intensifies the gravity. It makes it hard for you to move. You know what I'm saying? It makes it hard for you to move. But that's the important thing. We can't get stuck in our laziness because we ain't gonna get nothing done. We definitely ain't gonna get nothing done if we stuck in our laziness. Ah, damn, my toe hurt. Whew, my toe hurt. It was good playing basketball. My damn toe hurt. Damn. But yeah, man. Get out there and break out of laziness. Still try to get what you can get done. The program gonna be there regardless. They were still out there. They're gonna be there. People still gonna approach you. You know what I mean? But once you get out there, you find out it's not as bad as what you think it is. You know what I mean? False projection, false evidence appearing real, fear. You know what I mean? Fear of going through the psychological, more damaging, embarrassing, the stupidness, the confusion, the humiliation, the false narratives, noise campaign, anything that's just going to irritate you and have you in your mind to prevent you from believing in yourself. These false projections. But once you actually get out there and just start doing what you could do, hey, you feel a whole lot better. You know what I mean? Even if you have to shoot some hoop by yourself, even if you just have to do some type of cardio thing by yourself. It doesn't have to always be, working out, you know what I mean, on your Rocky, hoorah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it ain't always about that. And I know sometimes we may see perps and they really piss us off and we want to get on our WWE and just choke slam them like the Undertaker. But what I'm gonna tell you, brother, that's something you don't. That's something you don't want to do. You don't want to, choke slam anybody like the Undertaker, even though they want to get you on your WWE mode. You get me? But nah, man, it ain't about that, family. It's about enjoying yourself and breaking out of shell. Because I know when I go through my targeting through work, I come back, I'm fatigued. I'm fatigued. I'm tired. I get a full rest and I'm still tired. But I have to push out of there. I have to force myself to get out of bed. You know what I mean? Because you got with legs. Your legs ain't meant for you to be laying on the bed all day, every day. You're supposed to be meant to be moving around. You're supposed to be meant to beat your feet a little bit. Move around, beat your feet. You know what I mean? Not beat your meat. Beat your feet. You know what I'm saying? That's what we got legs for, to move around, man. It'd be hard. It'd be hard. I understand why some TIs, yeah, it'd be hard for them with the workplace harassment. It'd be hard, to keep a job because the aggravation and annoying and them playing with your money, them playing with your hours and stuff like that. But it don't happen like that everywhere you go. Some people gonna actually give you a chance. Some places they not. You know what I mean? But just got to keep moving around. It's a big fish bowl out here, man. Don't limit yourself. It's a big fish bowl out here. You know what I mean? Don't limit yourself. You might have to move around. Yeah, see where you at. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard to move around when you lazy. And it's not saying that you lazy by nature. It's this program, the gravity to intensify. You gotta force yourself out the bed. You gotta force yourself to think outside of the program. You gotta create some space for you. You know what I mean? You done filled yourself up with so much of this game stock and garbage that you can't even think straight. You can't even focus. You fatigued. You tired. While you sleeping, your mind is subconsciously somewhere else, probably taking in this program. You wake up, you tired, you fatigued, you don't feel like doing anything. I mean, you're basically homeless. Even if you got a spot, you're basically homeless. It just leads you to a situation where you're begging people for money. You know what I mean? And you're too lazy, you're too fatigued to go out there and get it. You know what I mean? And it sucks. Yeah, it sucks. But as long as you got breath in your body, as long as you got legs, arm, your five senses, you ain't handicapped, you able, you're not disabled, you can get out here and get it, man. You just got to break out of that fear factor. You got to break free. You got to create some space for you. Remember, your head, that's your universe in your mind. That's your space. That's your universe. You know what I mean? That's your intergalactic. Traveling your intergalactic. You know what I mean? Travel in that world. Create some space for you, for accomplishments, for things that, to get done. You know what I mean? I'm speaking for myself too. I need to, open and make space for me to go to school. To go to school. Even though I know it's gonna be targeted harassment at the school and stuff like that, and it'd be hard because I'd be so tired and lazy. I just work, but that ain't Wendy's ain't it ain't gonna cut it for me. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's time to evolve. We can't be stagnant. We can't devolve. It's time to get up there. School, some type of trade. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Some type of accomplishment. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm ready to get it done, man. I feel motivated. I feel good. I got out there. I put my feet in the water. Got out there and shot me some hoop. Even though I was tired, even though I was lazy, walking my dog, I had to force myself to get out there and do it. Lazy as hell. If I ain't got to do it, if I ain't have to do it, if I ain't told to do it, my lazy ass ain't gonna do it. And I ain't used to be that way. It's this program that makes you so fatigued and make you lazy. So I understand the TIs when they talk about being fatigued, when they talk about being lazy. You know what I'm saying? And I understand the TIs when they say go out there and get it. Because ain't nobody else gonna do it for you. And if you ain't mentally disabled, if you ain't physically disabled, you ain't got no excuses, man. Move around. Beat your feet. Find yourself. Cause it's out here. If you got a place where you can go to school, go to school. Get some type of trade. You know what I mean? I ain't saying be no doctor, but get some type of trade that can get you some money coming in, man. You know what I mean? Some type of accomplishment. Don't say that you can't do it. You can do it. And if you ain't got no high school diploma GED, go for your GED. It's so easy to get a GED. You know what I'm saying? I got my GED when I was locked up. Well, I halfway got my GED when I was locked up, but when I got out, I had to finish. I think I failed in what did I fail in? Social studies, the political cartoons, and a little bit of the math with the graphs and stuff like that. So I had to retake my math and social studies. But language arts and science, I killed it. But it's easy. It's easy to get GED. It's easy. It's gonna make you better and open lanes for you to get more money coming in. Because these fast food jobs or these warehouse jobs, you get a warehouse job where they pay a lot. They work you crazy hours. And these fast food restaurants and jobs like that, they're gonna give you damn the minimum wage. They might increase, but if you mess around and get you a trade, you could really be getting some bank coming in. You can get a little bank coming in. You know what I mean? You can actually provide for your future family or really, really get ahead of yourself and get things that you really want to get done. You know what I'm saying? Or unless you just one of them real good creators that can come up with some creative things. You know what I mean? But being in this program, they most likely gonna steal your idea. But, never say never. If you really talented, musically talented, things like that, and you know how to hustle instead of trying to wish to be in the industry, and you know how to make hustles or have a booth, um, and have people recording in your studio and you charging people like that, or you make beats for people and sell your beats, or you know what I'm saying, things like that, or get on your hustle, selling your clothes, pushing up on people, selling your merchandise, stuff like that gonna be hard because the program they when it comes to like commission merchandising or physically out there, trying to sell stuff, a lot of times they'll shut down shop. They had when I was in New Orleans and I was um I was working for these people that basically we convinced people to basically donate money for some type of nature conservative, and we convinced people how pollution is really bad, and they give us money. They're actually helping with the pollution going on around nature, and we used to go around and stuff like that. And based on how many people sign up, that's how much money we get paid. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like a sophisticated panhandle. I don't know what it was, but I needed a job, so I did that. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like it was legit. They had us dressed up in suits, and we'll go out there in New Orleans, and we try to convince people. But wherever I was at, they shut down shop. I may had a couple people, but I had to be really, really outgoing. You know what I mean? Really try to be charismatic. But other than that, they'll shut down shop. They'll have people just, give me the nasty look based off the narrative. You know what I mean? They could do that. They could just, shut down shop. But the sky is the limit. Like, above the sky and beyond. You know what I mean? Just because we have more gravity than everybody else, people have more leverage, regardless of the struggles that we already was going through. Now we have all this gravity, more intensified gravity of this program on us. You know what I'm saying? So don't set yourself up for failure, and you know what I mean, and go for things that they could shut down shop. But things that they can't really shut down shop, but it's more money opportunity. Don't stop growing. Don't stop evolving. Don't just stop there at your job. I just can't stop and just be at Wendy's forever. You know what I mean? I ain't, Wendy's manager. Hey, ain't nothing wrong. If you a manager and you want to excel in your Wendy's, that's cool. But just make sure that the energy you putting in it's worth it. You know what I mean? Because UTIs are worth so much. There's people watching us. You know what I mean? People studying our every moves. That just shows our worth. Everybody knows our worth, but us. You know what I'm saying? If they could trick us off the streets, if they could trick us out of our body, if they could trick us out of our mind, you know what I'm saying? That's terrible. That's horrible. You know? And we don't need to give our pearls to the swine. We don't need to give our gemstones to the pigs. You know what I mean? We need to shine. And how we gonna shine is elevating, you know, finding somewhere where we can grow, finding somewhere where we can exceed in life. You know what I mean? Extend your education, a trade, you know, some type of construction work, you know what I mean? Maybe some type of tech job, you know what I mean? Maybe a CDL, truck driver, you know what I'm saying? Something where you can travel, you know, somewhere you can travel, you know, maybe working for the airport or something, you know, hey, maybe a Greyhound bus driver. You know, these opportunities can come, you know, once you get the CDLs, once you get certain trades, get a business going, these things can come. You know, hey, you can sell soap online, figure out ways to create different type of soaps and sell it online. Go to malls with your soap. You know, it's so many different things that, you know, never just be settled with just your regular job and never just settle with not having anything, even if you're feeling lazy or feeling fatigued. You know what I mean? Face your fears, just get out there and get it. And I'm speaking to myself too. There's still things that I'm battling, and they still got me going through a cycle loop, I guess, till they feel that I overcame that fear. It's still things internally that I'm battling. You know what I mean? But it's a test every day. And as long as I got breath in my body, and as long as I'm, you know, praying or steady in prayer, you know what I mean? Prayer works for me. It may not work for everybody, but prayer works for me. You know what I'm saying? Whatever works for you, you know, make it count, make it work. Set your goals, write down your goals, you know, write down things that keep you in a positive mindset. You know what I'm saying? Because the power of the mind is something else. You know what I mean? Just by the frequencies that you think, you can attract certain things. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying no magical stuff that you could just create things out of thin air and do magical stuff, but I'm saying that the frequencies is like magnets and it can attract things to you. And that can be what you call manifestation, because your thought process is sending out energies or sending out a magnetic force that's drawing things that on your mind that you're thinking about constantly towards you. So if we're focused on this program, guess what? That magnetic frequency gonna come out of our mind and gonna keep drawing the program tactics our way. But if we focus on our goals, if we constantly focus on the good things about us, if we focus on love things, you know what I mean, things that's going to help us exceed, then eventually that magnetic frequency is going to get so strong, it's going to start attracting those things, and less you're going to be focused on the program. So if there's a will, there's a way, family. You know what I mean? Don't let this program keep you in a lazy, fatigue shell where you just get obese, you get unhealthy, you get sick, you don't want to do anything, you end up being homeless, you end up just losing everything. Yeah, you can blame it on the program, but also you can blame it on yourself, because you got at least just every day that you wake up is a new opportunity to get it, new chance, new opportunity, more ways to fill your mind up with positive things and goals to make you better, instead of filling your mind up with all this gang stalking crap, this program crap, because that's what you're going to attract. You know what I mean? What you think of, you know, that's what you attract. You know what I mean? And eventually that's what you become. You know, so if we constantly thinking of the program, we're going to attract the program, and we're going to become NPCs ourselves, not even knowing it. We're going to eventually start perping ourselves. Not even aware. You're going to be perping yourself. You're going to place things certain places that the way the perps do. You know what I'm saying? Everything around you is going to be subconsciously you perping yourself if you just fill yourself up with this program 24/7. So with that being said, family, y'all get out there and just do it. Make it happen. Make it happen. All right. With that being said, y'all hold y'all head. Peace.